Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson and the Adai Tano program. Harley-Davidson of Guam. Visit our new showroom, now located on Route 8 in Mighty. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedido. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, the island's roadways claim another life. Guam police are investigating the 14th auto pedestrian death of 2018. Plus, it's a done deal. The ban on cockfighting for Guam and other U.S. territories will happen in 2019. And helping to cope with the holiday blues, details coming up on the holiday hotline set up to help you through those difficult moments. Half a day and good evening.
The holidays are already off to a rather solemn start as a man dies after being hit by a pickup truck in Manila late Friday. It happened around 11 p.m. along Route 10 in the village near the American Medical Center. Police have yet to release his name.
GPD Highway Patrol is now investigating the 25th traffic-related death of 2018. Police say the unidentified man was trying to cross the street when he was hit by a Dodge Ram pickup heading south on the inner lane. The man was rushed to Naval Hospital but didn't survive. Our reporter on scene says the driver of the truck was visibly devastated. He had been transporting furniture at the time of the tragic crash. No arrests have been made, but this latest accident has police offering safety tips for drivers and pedestrians.
Authorities say always designate a responsible, sober driver, and if you are walking, use the crosswalk. Wear light-colored clothing to be seen. Try to cross in a well-lit area, and don't walk on the roadways if you are intoxicated, because this can affect your judgment.
A separate incident unfolded at the scene of that crash. A man apparently speeding through the secured site was driving drunk with 3 kids, ages 9, 7, and 3, in his car. Court documents state 41-year-old Real Sermona had a blood alcohol content of 0.12 and struggled to maintain his balance. He told police he had been coming from the Dedido area and, quote, had drank a little. Sermona was arrested and charged with 3 counts of driving while impaired with child on board as a 3rd-degree felony.
He told police he thought the girl was 19 years old. 29-year-old Ryan Michael Palick was arrested for 3 counts of 3rd-degree criminal sexual conduct as a 2nd-degree felony. Palick reportedly met the girl on Tinder, where they exchanged nude photos before agreeing to meet to have sex. In reality, she was only 15. The investigation was a joint effort between the Guam Police Department's Domestic Assault Response Team and the Air Force Office of Special Investigations.
Could this action force the sport on the island to go underground? Over the weekend, it became official. In 1 year, cockfighting will be banned in all U.S. territories, including Guam. The ban was included in the Agriculture Improvement Act of 2018, better known as the Farm Bill, which President Donald Trump signed into law. Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo had fought for removal of the cockfighting ban provision, but it was ultimately included in the final version approved by Congress in early December. At that time, Bordallo commented, quote, "It is disappointing that our views were not respected, and this is another reason why Guam must resolve our political status and push for full voting representation in Congress."
Well, the recent federal government shutdown will have limited effects for Guam and the CNMI. While Congress and the White House are in the middle of negotiations for appropriation bills for a portion of the federal government, roughly 3/4 of the government has already been funded by existing funding measures. Accordingly, critical federal services will remain intact, including other programs classified as essential. FEMA personnel deployed and assigned to the CNMI for Super Typhoon U2 and Typhoon Mangkhut recovery efforts. Disaster assistance are not affected. The National Park Service did post on its site that some national parks remain accessible to visitors. However, access may change without notice, adding visitor services for most parks such as restroom, trash collection facilities, or road maintenance have stopped. No word yet on other impacts locally. This all comes after President Donald Trump's ultimatum to Congress to fund his $5 billion border wall.
Well, Chris, if you're feeling the holiday blues, there's help for many of you out there.
The holiday helpline starts tonight. Here's more.
The most wonderful time of the year
Can be the hardest for some.
It's a particularly difficult time of year when people are all gathered around family and it's supposed to be a happy time. But for some people, they're feeling sad because maybe somebody that they had hoped to have with them isn't there because of, it could be broken relationships, it could be a loss from somebody passing, it could be just having difficult times.
Whatever you're going through, the Holiday Helpline is there for you. Linda Flynn is supervisor for the Prevention and Training Branch at the Peace Office. Starting tonight at 6 p.m. through December 26th at 6 a.m., volunteers from their office will be manning the helpline.
You can expect some people who really have a heart to serve and they want to reach out and whatever. We will ask them questions in terms of, what kind of help they might be looking for, how are they feeling, what are they going through, do they have anybody with them right now.
Maybe you or someone you know is having suicidal thoughts. The Holiday Helpline can help you too.
Hey, are you thinking about taking your life? Because if you are, I want to get you help. I want you to know that I know this is a hard time right now, but we want to help you get through this. It doesn't have to go on. There is hope for you beyond this period, but it's not something that you may be able to manage by yourself. And so we want those people to give us a call so we can get help for that individual. We're happy to be there for them, to talk to them, to help them make referrals if they should suddenly become homeless or have other situations like that. We also have services available for people who have difficulty with alcoholism or with drug use. We want to let them know what activities and supports are available to them. So we are a helpline. We're there to refer them for services if they need it.
Though Guam suicide numbers dropped in 2017, it's still nearly double the U.S. rate.
So we had lost 36 people to suicide last year. We are still waiting for numbers for 2018, so we don't have that yet. But we know that our community seems to be particularly vulnerable. We're not exactly sure why, given the closeness of our family and friendships and things like that.
The number to call is 647-8833. Again, the Holiday Helpline is open tonight at 6 p.m. through 6 a.m. December 26th. It starts up again at 6 p.m. New Year's Eve and ends at 6 a.m. January 2nd. There's also a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is 1-800-273-TALK. If you want more information on the Peace Office and trainings, as well as other resources, visit them online at peaceguam.org.
I just want people to know that Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness is here for them and that we have services available for children through adults, and don't hesitate to come in. We want people to know that it's a very friendly, welcoming place and that we'll make you feel like family.
314, Chris.
314.
Yeah, 314, because that's the number of taxpayers that will be getting a special holiday gift. Revenue Tax has printed tax refund checks totaling $1 million. The Department of Administration mailing out those checks over the weekend this past Saturday. This latest round of checks covers status A or error-free tax returns who filed up to July 6th. The administration noting this is another year where tax refunds are being paid out to taxpayers within months of their returns being filed. The Calvin administration adding they have processed more than $1 billion in tax refunds without borrowing.
Well, now you have a Merry Christmas. Stick around for more news here on Primetime.
You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
Cheers to 80 years! It's our 80th anniversary and the gifts are on us. 80 gift certificates, 8 shopping sprees, 8 staycations, and 1 round-trip flyaway for 2 to Manila. So how do you enter? Calvo's Insurance personal home and auto customers are automatically entered. Non-Calvo's customers may enter by receiving a qualified quote. It's our way of saying thank you for trusting us for the past 80 years. For more details, visit calvos.com/giveaway or call 472-6816. Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years.
Wherever you are.
This year is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is now on at Cars Plus and Mighty. Get big year-end deals on a big selection of new Ram trucks with savings up to $10,500. Or save up to $5,500 on a new Chrysler Pacifica. How about a new Jeep Compass? Save up to $5,000 with financing as low as 1.99%. Plus, receive a Cars Plus Shell Value Card with every vehicle purchase. The big finish means big savings right now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
MTO, professional janitorial services with a warm hospitality touch. MTO gives that gift year-round. Pressure wash roofs, pressure wash driveways, lawn service, home cleaning, carpet restoration, office cleaning, commercial window cleaning, floor care. When cleaning is in order, MTO has you covered. Call 647-6861 to inquire on how you can receive the maintenance you deserve.
MTO, celebrating 30 years with you, Guam.
Hoffa and welcome back. Enhancing the work over at the Guam Election Commission. About a handful of GEC staff went on a federally funded trip to the states to beef up their knowledge about election laws across the country.
That's right, Chris. GEC Executive Director Marie Pangilinan sharing details of that trip as the group returned home in time for the holidays. Post-gubernatorial election, the work is far from over for the Guam Election Commission. GEC Executive Director Maria Pangilinan says 4 staff members and their legal counsel recently returned from the Council of State Governments meeting in Kentucky. The talk, cybersecurity.
We brought some stuff home to learn more about with regard to election, influences through the Russians and the Chinese, and more information will be coming.
It's crucial information she says they will be sharing with their IT personnel and with Guam Homeland Security. The Washington Post reported that cybersecurity played a role in most major conflicts of 2018, from U.S. efforts to hold Russia accountable for its attempts to undermine the 2016 election, to U.S.-China clashes over trade and technology, to the midterm election contest held under a cloud of uncertainty about whether foreign powers were attempting to influence the vote. Issues the GEC was able to learn from. The group also spent time with the Council of Governmental Ethics Laws in Philadelphia, going over campaign finance laws and how they are done across the nation.
We learned a lot about dark money, how other U.S. jurisdictions handle campaign finance. We've learned about public finance, where governments finance part of the campaign, but that happens when there's a limit on how much they can raise and how much they can spend.
Ultimately, the fine print on campaign finance is decided by the legislature. Now that 2018 elections are over, Pangilinan says they will use this time for professional development, so a couple of local election staff can be certified with the election registration and administration.
So we're looking for certification for a couple of us. Our certification requirements we hope to complete by mid-year in 2019.
Its enhancements, Pangilinan says, that they hope could result in a much smoother election process in 2020. Out with the old and in with the new. As leadership prepares to change at Adelut, major changes are coming to the Mayor's Council of Guam.
Jason Salas has more.
Tasked with overseeing Guam's largest village by population, Deputy Mayor Melissa Savares is now putting on a new hat as president of the Mayor's Council of Guam.
This is not anything new to me. I've been a president in the past for the Mayor's Council.
Looking forward to working with the Lou Leon Guerrero and Josh Tenorio administration, Mayor Savares says there's a long list of issues mayors want to fix at the village level.
We're going to hopefully see more officers on the streets. We'll tackle the stray dog issues. Road repairs need to get done.
Items on the mayor's list which don't come cheap. Savares says the incoming administration must work hand in hand with the village heads to ensure adequate funding.
I know that the first item on the agenda for the new administration, the Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration, is to get Department of Revenue and Taxation up to the speed that they need to be. Get them the personnel, the equipment that they need to collect the taxes that are owed to our government. You can't do anything without money, but if you know that money needs to be collected, let's collect it the right way.
In fact, one cost-saving measure is the movement from the Mayor's Council's current headquarters in Higatnia back to Adelaide. The mayor of Dededo also hopes to find a permanent solution to the adult daycare services currently housed at the Matete Community Center, as well as addressing the funds for COFA migrants through the Compact Impact Agreement. Working alongside Mayor Savares is Vice President Sinahanya Mayor Robert Hoffman, Secretary Inarahan Mayor Doris Lujan, Treasurer Jesse Allig, the Mayor of Pidi, and Sergeant-at-Arms Barrigada Vice Mayor Jesse Bautista.
And a quick programming note, KUAM TV presents live coverage of the Midnight Mass from the Dulce de Maria Cathedral Basilica. That's tonight at 11:30 p.m. Tune in to this annual local holiday tradition.
Now to a notice for boaters and beach goers. The National Weather Service Guam advises trade wind waves and swell will continue to produce hazardous sea conditions. So if you are planning on hitting the beach, Guam Homeland cautions residents and visitors to remain out of the water, or at least at the very least to avoid east and north facing reefs and beaches until hazardous conditions subside. Officials say rip currents will be life-threatening.
A beach hazard statement remains in effect for Guam, Rota, Tinian, and Saipan through Christmas Day. Tuesday afternoon, persistent trade wind swells have also pushed large numbers of the Portuguese manowar jellyfish toward the eastern and north shores of the Marianas. The jellyfish have been seen on both the beaches and in the water. Residents and visitors advised to stay away from the waters and avoid touching those jellyfish washed up on the beaches, as this can cause extreme pain. Also, a high risk of the rip currents and small craft advisory will remain in effect through Thursday.
Sports is coming up next. Keep it here.
How easy is it to earn reward points using the Alpha Plus app? Here, let me show you. Simply register with the all-new Alpha Plus app and earn reward points while making purchases at your favorite stores you already shop at. Just present the app to any authorized representative to earn your points. Now that was easy. Alpha Plus, make every day a plus.
Be merry, be bright, and make shopping all right with holiday gift cards from Chuck E. Cheese's Guam, Ruby Tuesday, and King's Restaurants. Receive special offers with every purchase for extra holiday happiness. See stores for details and have fun this season from all of us at the GFS Group.
At Pizza Hut, we're more than a big dinner box that delivers everyone's favorite choices. We're those holiday nights when everything really is merry and bright. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J. All right, welcome to a Christmas Eve edition of sports. Tonight on the show, we're going to be talking Jiu-jitsu and a huge tournament that has grown and grown and grown over the years. We got Steve Shimizu joining us, talking about Copa de Marianas. Welcome to the show. Merry Christmas, Steve.
Oh, thank you, Andy.
Looking forward to it. It's a tournament that has grown quite a bit. Give us the details, when and where.
This year is the Copa de Marianas. We normally do 2 a year, and this separates everybody, the gi from guys that actually like to do strictly gi.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you can
now
do
they
either
have,
one.
Yeah, now they have the option of doing the no gi, and you know, we're adding on a little bit of flair to it too as well. So it'll be at the Phoenix Center. Registration's still open for adults, kids.
Yeah.
masters.
So what are the age groups you're looking at? Is it broken down by weight or age, belt?
Yeah, yes, it's starting at 4 years old by belt color, but because the kids tend to be a little bit, you know, difficult to match up, we usually match them up right as they enter.
Okay.
With experience, belt color, age, weight, as the best we could.
Okay, and
Yeah.
the older competitors, they've kind of got a resume already. You know who matches up well with others. So you got a big team that's helping put that together.
Yeah, we have a team from Smooth Comp who, man, my team's been doing this for years now. So basically, if you want to register, go into the MarianasOpen.com. It'll lead you straight to Smooth Comp, and from there you can enter as well.
And I saw on the flyer, it said brown belt shootout. What exactly? We're not actually shooting at each other. This is a brown belt jiu-jitsu shootout.
Yeah, so this year we have, what we're doing is we have a tournament coming up in Korea, January 19th. So what we want to do is the best guy on the brown belt absolute gets a chance to represent their island.
Nice.
Which is going to be in Korea, January 19th. So we're definitely excited about that, as you know, there's super good guys out there. There's all the gyms have their go-to brown belt. There's always going to be that dude. So it's exciting to find out who will represent the island, and the best way to do it is through competition.
Yeah, absolutely, because you put your best of the best out there. You don't even need a gym affiliation. It doesn't matter which gym you go to. Anybody is welcome. If you're a brown belt or any of the other belts, you can go and compete. And this one, more for the local competitors, some international if they, you know, want to come out and try it out.
Yeah.
But then this gets to send Guam's best off to other bigger tournaments.
Definitely, you know, and you know, Guam, it's such a very tight-knit community in the BJJ world that, you know, there's guys out there that have been waiting. They can't afford to travel everywhere. So why not give back? Why not give the athlete a chance to shoot for something bigger?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we always have on the Marianas Open, we have the best coming to Guam so that our local competitors can try their skills out against the #1 guys in the world. But in this case, we're giving back to the community, as we want the best, and we want to bring them with us and let them represent our island, and starting off in Korea.
Yeah, it's a local show, but it truly has gone international. I know you've got a big streaming sponsor that's jumped on.
Oh yeah, we have Flow Grappling is one of our man, I can't thank them enough. They've been with us through when we first started bringing in the world-class guys. Flow Grappling's been there from day one, man.
I mean, they're getting 100,000 something views on the streams.
Huge, man. We're just so privileged to even be on their streaming network. So you know, can't ask for anything more.
Right. If you if you're into jiu-jitsu, you can sign up for Copa de Marianas. Where can they go and sign up again?
They can go online. They can hit up, if they're not familiar with Smooth Comp, go onto our website at www